Auburn Fire Department could soon face a major staffing issue, potentially losing a fourth of its firefighters. 6 months ago, the city extended a federally funded program that allowed them to hire 3 more firefighters, but now that money has run out.
And tonight, the city council is being asked to extend those positions for another 6 months, a cost which will come out of its general fund. Fox 40's Doug Johnson tells us why some say the city desperately needs these firefighters to stay on the job.
For about a year, the city of Auburn knew this day was coming.
The funding was scheduled to stop at a certain amount of time. It was a 2-year grant process.
It's the day the city council would have to put a price on keeping its city safe in case of a fire. A federal grant keeping 3 of the city's 12 fully employed firefighters is expiring.
If we were to lose these 3 safer positions that we currently employ today, we would be severely understaffed.
Tony D'Ambrosi is the president of Local 4110, the union which represents Auburn's firefighters.
We run approximately 2,100 calls in the city of Auburn for our 1-station, 7.5 square mile department. Within those 2,100 calls, a lot of those calls come back to back.
D'Ambrosi says currently the extra firefighters allowed the department to run a second engine on most shifts and to keep staffing levels full when firefighters are injured.
Currently, we have 1 guy out on injury.
Tonight, Auburn City Council will decide whether or not to keep 3 firefighters for another 6 months, paying them out of the city's general fund. So far, it seems those firefighters do have some support.
Even with a little bit of rain, our fire conditions are still elevated, and so it's critical that we find a way out of our budget to continue to hold on to these 3 firefighters.
City Council member Daniel Berlant says the department had crews on the campfire, a deadly situation which can and has occurred in Auburn. Berlant points to the 49er fire in 2009 when more than 60 homes burned within the city as a reason to keep the department's staffing levels full.
And our firefighters were on the front lines of those fires.
Still, Berlant admits the money for those firefighters won't come easily.
But I think that we can manage to decide that 3 firefighters are enough of a priority to take that money out of our reserve and out of our general fund and maintain the staffing level that we so desperately need.
That was Doug Johnson reporting. Daniel Berlant, the city council member who you heard from in that story, says that he's been pushing to make those positions permanent. But for now, this is just another 6-month extension. We will have an update on that city council vote coming up tonight on Fox 40 News at 10 o'clock.
Well, there is a backlash